What's poppin'? What's poppin'? Say your girl came to rant, communicate, conversate, whatever you like to call it. And today we are going to talk about coping mechanisms. Okay. First, for those that do not know me, hi, hello. My name is Lina. Nice to meet you. I go by Lina, the Hood Therapist. I'm here to give messages, talk, rant, basically give you guys some healing advice. Okay. Um, I'm not here to force you. You could do whatever you want, love. If you want to heal and listen to me, cool. If you don't, well, that's okay. That is your opinion or your decision, okay? But anyway, back to the topic at hand. First off, before we get started, I want y'all to see my makeup, my design. You know, it's October, so we gotta dress ourselves up a little bit. The other day I did have like a skeleton look, and there was stuff up here, which was no point because you can't even see it. Just like you can't really see this, but it came through. Okay, I look cute, so had to show y'all. But anyway, back to the topic at hand before we get distracted. Okay, making or having coping mechanisms. It is kind of hard for me to say that. Coping mechanisms, bad coping mechanisms at that. Okay, when you are going through something, and I mean something so rough that it makes you want to pick something up to cope, whether it's drugs or alcohol or sexual activity or abuse, either way, for those that are out there that are actually doing the negative aspects of coping, especially the ones that I just named off, I'm here to tell you that that is not always going to help you, especially when it's something that is negative as those things, okay? When you're coping through some pain and you decide to reach for something that you can numb the pain, that you can numb the situation, in the end, it is not going to help you. In the end, if anything, it is probably going to make you worse. Let's think about it, okay? Let's start off with drugs. You start on the drugs, trying to numb the situation. Instead of allowing yourself to go in and heal the situation, allowing yourself to feel those emotions and actually release them, you go to drugs. Now you're on drugs. Now every time that you get a high, you numb. You can't feel nothing. But once you come right back down from that high, you're going to want to get back high because now I'm feeling shit. And I'm feeling it even more because I'm coming off of a drug that was just keeping me into a zombie state. And now that I can feel again, and it's just smacking me. So now I gotta get high again. And 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 again. To the point where you are getting so high that you've reached, let's say, weed, marijuana. You used to smoke half a blunt. Now you gotten to the point where you doing a 3.5 every hour, an eighth every hour. And if you guys don't know, that's a lot. That's a big jump. Every 10 minutes, and that's just marijuana. Now think about it when it comes to pills, perks, cocaine, all that. It's whichever pill. I was gonna say something else with like meth and stuff like that, but you get what I'm saying. When you are on a drug, you're eventually going to want more and more and more and more. Just like alcohol. That one drink turns into 2 drinks, turns into 5 drinks, turns into 10 drinks, turns into a big ass bottle, turns into 7 bottles, turns into alcohol poisoning. It gets to a point where The things that you are using to cope is not going to help you, especially if it's the negative things. Because all you're doing is numbing your feelings for just that moment. Look at all these people around you. And look at the people that actually use those things for coping mechanisms. They went through something so rough. Now they are over here drinking themselves to the bottom of the sea. You see them tipping and falling, and they can't even speak no nothing. And then you got the motherfuckers that's zombies. They done took something. You see them on the curb, sleep, standing up. Because they so high. They don't know where they at. They don't know what they doing. All they know is they don't feel no more. Then you got the people that do sexual things. They wanna, so they can't feel nothing. They would rather have down there feel something instead of up here feel something and here feel something. Now they doing one person every week, 2 people every week, 1 person every day, 5 people every day, to the point where you get burned. You might even get something that you can't even come back from. And then you got those people that get abusive when they go through something that is so traumatizing, that is so sad, that is so painful. They want to dish that pain out to other people because they can't handle what's going on in here and in here. Sorry, I was trying to point to my heart. My heart's over here. You get it. You get it. It gets to a point where they get aggressive. And I mean full-blown aggressive versus just pushing people. Maybe at one time they smack somebody because you're getting on my nerves. Leave me alone. Shut the fuck up. I told you to bop, 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 bop. It gets like that. It gets like that. Because they're not coping how they should be coping. They're using the negative things to cope instead of going inward and allowing themselves to heal, allowing themselves to literally sit with the fucking feelings and take it to God and be like, I need you to help me release. Because if I don't, I am going to kill somebody. If I don't, I'm going to kill myself. If I don't, I'm going to ruin a life. So for those that are out there that are coping, and it's a blunt every day, 2 blunts every day, a bottle every day, 5 people every day, you being abusive every day, I'm here to tell you that's not going to help you. It is not going to help you at all. If anything, it's going to ruin your life even more. So, go to God. And I know it's easier said than done. How am I supposed to go to God? How am I supposed to do this? How am I supposed to do that? God will show you. Everybody's different. I can tell you to get on your knees and pray, but if you don't mean that shit, it ain't gonna do shit for you. I can tell you to put those bottles down, but if you don't really want to do that shit, it ain't gonna help you. I can tell you to stop beating on motherfuckers and change your ways, but if you do not allow yourself to let go, it is still going to stay. So it is up to you, my love. It is up to you to truly let go. Release the bottle. Release the blunts. Release the drugs. Release the sexual urges. Release the abuse. Release it. And I get it. It's easier said than done because you do not want to feel the pain that you went through. You do not want to feel the reason why you are in this predicament now because of how painful it was, how traumatizing it was, how miserable it was. But regardless of the situation, if you do not allow yourself to go through that pain, you will always be in pain. If you do not allow yourself to go through that misery, you will always be in misery. If you do not allow yourself to go in and release that sadness, you will always be sad. Them drugs, that alcohol, those sexual partners, that abuse that you're doing, it's not going to help. In the long run, it might help you a little bit. It might take your mind off some shit. But eventually you're going to get too high to where you can't even get high no more. Or to the point where you overdose. You get so drunk, you can't even function with alcohol. Your ass is over here, got alcohol poisoning, throwing up every second, can't even do shit. Or you over here having sex, sexual things. And like I said, you catch something that you can't get rid of. And then abuse, let's be real, you can either kill somebody and go to jail, or you might even kill yourself. Or get killed from somebody that is defending themselves because you put your hands on them. So I'm telling you, find a better coping mechanism. Do not allow yourself to fall victim to these coping mechanisms that people are going around and doing. Because in the end, it is not helping them, not one bit. I pray that you truly find a better coping mechanism. I pray that you truly find God. Because at the end of the day, those things are ruining your life. You just don't see it because you can't see. Because you are so focused on trying to run away. But that's about it, y'all. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And check out my channel for more content like this. Comment down below if you got anything that you want to talk about. I might know some things. Go check out my channel. Check out the messages. If you want to heal, my love, that's what I'm here for. For us to heal. If you want to go on this healing journey, come along. We are all healing every single day. So if you really want to heal, not the surface, but deep down inside, come along, my love. Let us heal together and change the world for the better. And not be so miserable because we can't cope with what's going on around us. But that's about it, y'all. Like I said, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and check out my channel for more content like this. I pray that you truly find what you are supposed to be looking for so you can get better, my love. But that's about it. Peace out, y'all.